So I've really grown to deeply love the geography of this place, of Casper, of Wyoming, because there's wide open spaces here. There's no doubt that there's a sense of wandering that comes with this work, a sense of perhaps wandering in the desert.
I think one of the challenges here is many of our pastors are 80 to 100 miles away from another pastor. Just that sense of isolation is a tough issue to deal with.
She has to do it all. Maybe has to start with nothing.
Many of our new worshiping community leaders are doing it by themselves. They're literally the pioneer.
You can put your head down and start working and just go for it, and you forget to look up and see where God's at work. And the gift of the coach is pointing that out and saying, look, did you recognize this? Did you see this? Do you see how well this is going?
You don't want to tell people what to do. You really want to empower and equip them to prayerfully engage and search out what's happening in their own context, in their own environment.
But it was a particularly kind of discouraging time. My board was kind of beginning to get a little bit antsy. So BJ was just able to speak honestly about the things that he saw that were going well, and to speak honestly about the things that he saw that might be challenges for our community. And that is the gift of coaching. When both the coach and the coachees are listening well to the Spirit, then ultimately it's going to be God's voice that's heard. There has been a pretty major turnover that's happened with our leadership team in the past couple of months.
What are you doing to manage or cope with the challenges of that?
I've just been really working on step-by-step surrender. So practical ways in my daily prayer or my weekly Sabbath to just release what I can't control, which is moment by moment sometimes. The dark place that I might go to is probably most closely tied with high self-expectations. The value of coaching becomes just the gift of companionship, the gift of sturdiness, and knowing that that relationship is there and that those questions and that person is gifting us with prayer, gifting us with walking the way with us. Recognizing that we're not in this work alone, and it's immeasurable.
Libby and Jeremy are great at here in Casper is just they naturally build relationships and community.
They just opened their house to hospitality, and that's when they realized that there was a great hunger in Casper for the gospel, especially among the young professionals. That's who they are, and that's who they met.
There's that sense that we're this wide open space that's ready for the winds of God's Spirit to bring that new life.
God, the gift of your hospitality and inclusion is so wide and deep. May the table be the kind of community that welcomes, includes, and gives away the bread of life.
Coaching sessions, they're not always profound aha moments. I think coaching is just companionship. Someone that you know is praying for you, someone that you know has gone through that and hopefully come out on the other side with a sustainable community.